Lavina. Hello, Lavina. How you doing? All right. So let me start off by saying one time, well, Lavina, I hope you are fantastic. Let me start off by saying one time that I have pinned the um, notice. I have pinned the notice, ladies, into the comments because today is the last day on Facebook for the live readings. We go to YouTube from next week. Hello, Esha Iqbal. All right. Esha, I have no idea who is coming towards you, so you need to rephrase that question. Okay, so in the meantime, I know Lavina wants a general reading because she hasn't said otherwise. So, Esha, think about that question and come a little bit clearer or much clearer, please, because I don't know what you mean. Okay? All right. Let me make sure the camera is showing me fine. Yes, it is. It is. It is. It is. Okay. All right. So, let's start with our young lady here. My biggest fan, Lavina. Okay, Lavina. So, Lavina, what does Lavina need to know right now for her highest good? Okay. Hello, Karen. You posted a question. Yes, Lavina, I'm now seeing it. But Lavina, I will be on YouTube, my dear. But I'm not doing any more on Facebook. This is the first part of my phasing out Facebook, although I just created a group. But never mind. Why is Rama Rao slow in taking things forward? And what is I don't know what is going on in his mind right now, Lavina. That is impossible for me to say. And I think this is another man's name. What, Lavina? You are so desperate to have a man take something forward that you're just picking these men out of the air, or when you see them on the street. That doesn't sound good. So, thank you, Karen. I just had I don't know, they've been pushing me for a while to create a Facebook group. It's only for business women though. Work at home business entrepreneurs, females only. Okay, so Lavina wants to know about Rama Rao. Okay, Rama Rao. All right, let me hold this card up for me to make sure that it is that it's showing properly. Okay, so this is the card, Lavina. It is 5 of Fire. Yeah, this camera is kind of weird. Okay, that's the perfect color. That is 5 of Fire, Lavina. And this is saying that there is some difficulty with the person moving forward. It's very chaotic. Okay? And notice that this thing that looks like a smile here. Notice that the smile is not, the smile is partly covered. So it's not really a smile, it's almost a grimace. And this gentleman is having some serious issues, Lavina. But actually, this is not about him, Lavina, it's about you. You have some tension and conflicts going on in your job, and they are interfering with your goals. You are unable to see clearly any situation whatsoever because you are so mixed up. And you are fighting against people telling you you think they are telling you what to do. You believe that they are telling you what to do, but that is not the case at all. They are telling you what they are seeing, and you are rejecting what they are saying. You feel that they are attacking you, Lavina, and that is not the case. So because this is going on, you cannot see anything clearly at all, my dear. And that's your problem. Okay? So you need to be more open. You need to, let's show the card again. You need to be more open, Lavina. You need to be more open to new ideas. You need to feel more solid, which means you need to do some breathing exercises. Belly breaths. You know about belly breaths. You're in India. We're talking Ayurveda and all of these sort of prana. You know about that. It's time to get cracking on that because it's too mixed up, it's too messed up, and because what is happening with you, it is creating difficulties for everyone else in your life. All right, Lavina? Okay. So, who is next? Who is next? Esha. Okay, Esha wants a general reading. Okay, Esha. So we have Esha. Okay. So we have Esha and then Karen. So Esha, I have to make sure and keep the thread where I can see it. Okay. So Esha has a general question. Alright, so what does Esha need to know for her highest good? What does Esha need to know for her highest good? Yeah, I'm only doing the, I just created the description of my new Facebook page, Facebook group, not page. And so I'll be more in there than on my business page. Oh, well, okay, a card popped out for Esha. So that's her card. Hold on a second, Esha. Let me make sure that you can see the card properly. Hold on, let me scroll up. This is Two of Earth. That's Two of Earth. This is Esha's card. I just love the green in this card. It's so gorgeous. Every time I see it, I think of green apples. Because green apples are so nice and tart and sweet. So, this Two of Earth card is about nourishment. It's about nourishing an oasis. It tells you that you need to focus on balance and day-to-day time management, Esha. Okay? You are living in your world is thriving and productive. That's a good thing. That's wonderful. However, we have some issues here. There are messages that you need to receive. And you're not really getting it. That's the thing. There is a divide because you are not balanced, Esha. There is a divide between. It's as if you are living in two worlds. Let me put it like that. So there's a divide, and you are unable to hear what is being communicated to you by spirit. It's a beautiful card, and it is time, however, something is going on there with you, young lady. You need to draw boundaries, Esha. You don't have many. And when you don't have boundaries, you cannot be balanced. That's a problem. So what you need to do, my dear, is look for omens, look for signs and synchronicities of to know when you're on the right path, when things are going well. This is important. Also, you need to learn to see from the heart, because you are taking bits and pieces of information from all over the place, and a lot of times they do not go together, and that causes confusion. 2 is the number of balance, and you need to create balance in your life in order to be able to see clearly. You have an important choice to make, Esha. And only when you are balanced would you be able to see it clearly. You're very welcome, Lavina. Yeah, that's Esha. Alright, Esha. Alright, so I hope that makes sense. If that, I hope that resonates as well. It's very important, actually. You need to look after the things that you have, and most importantly, Esha, you really, really, really have to draw boundaries. You have very few. Boundaries mean saying no. Boundaries mean walking away without getting yourself too upset. Boundaries mean basically telling someone, I don't have time now. I have a great video on YouTube that gives examples of boundaries on my channel. Okay, so Karen. Karen, what does Karen need to know right now for her highest good? So tell me if that resonates, please, Esha. Okay, let me scroll this down so that I can see the thread. Okay, beautiful, lovely girl. All right. Yes, boundaries. Let's see, what is it she's saying here before I get to Karen? Yes, but it's not only walking away from someone. It's not only walking away from someone, Esha, which is wonderful, huh? But when you walk away, you don't take back the person. Let me just make that clear. You walked away for a reason. You walked away because you couldn't deal with it anymore, and you decided you were not going to put up with whatever was going on anymore. All of that is wonderful. You don't go back. You have to create a life that you want for yourself. You have to create a new you have to decide who you are and what you want, and you do not accept anything less than that. Most important. Okay, so Karen, I have to bring this camera down a little bit because I have to keep scrolling in order to there it is. Okay, great. So now I'm closer to the comments. All right. Karen, what does Karen need to know right now for her highest good? All right, Karen. That's right, Esha, you need boundaries. You have very few. It means that when you say no, it's no, and you don't make excuses for people. Otherwise, they'll keep taking advantage of you and walking all over you, girl. All right? No is no. When you say you're not going to do something, don't go and do it. Okay? All right. Karen. Well, Karen, you got some pain and loss going on there, girl. Um, let's see, let me make sure you can see the card clearly. Here's the card. This is a sad card, Karen, and I'm feeling a real heaviness with you. You need to let go of that sadness, Karen. You also need to get rid of that. It almost feels like a hair shirt that you're wearing. Why are you punishing yourself, and what are you punishing yourself for? Change is part of life. Let me hold the card straight. Yeah. Change is part of life. It happens. Most of us do not like change at all. But this is life. This is what it's about. Right? Consequently, you got to go with it. We have to go with it. You need to get some rest, some downtime, some me time, Karen, and most importantly, you need to go on a little retreat. You need to do some soul searching. You are fluctuating too much on the emotional scale. You know, the ups and the downs, the ups and the downs. You need to aim for a bit more level interaction with life and with people. What would help you is, okay, I don't know where you live, but it's autumn now, and if you reflect on the cycles, on nature's cycles, spring, autumn, summer, winter, you will realize that things change all the time. Nothing stays the same. And this is where you need to go and what you need to do. These emotional highs and lows. Now this card is 5 of C, yeah? 5 of C. And 5 of C means that change is on the horizon. There is no choice but to embrace change. C is all of those emotions that you are swimming in. And you need to go to the mountains. What really pops for me here are the white tops of this mountain range. And basically that's going inside, but it looks as if it's snowing. But that is where your resources, Karen. You need to go inside, my dear, and dive deep. Remember that all is not lost. More remains. It is absolutely essential, Karen, that you let go of the past. Absolutely essential. Okay? That sadness has to go. You have to stop punishing yourself and release what is getting you have to let the past go. You cannot live properly when you are not here in the now, when you are not in the present. This is really important. All right, my dear Karen. Okay, you're very welcome. I'm not seeing anyone else on. Okay, I've been on for 20 minutes. And I just remind you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is where live readings will take place from next Friday. And what else? And otherwise, you know, I offer free clarity calls. And these free clarity calls are to ask one question on something that is really worrying you, something that is on your mind or on your heart that you just cannot come to grips with. that's what it's. That's why the name is Clarity Call. I'm very good at this. I have to say, I am, and this will help you move. This will help you. This will help you move forward by providing you with precisely that clarity. Also, I have this Dragon Taster special, as I call it, and that special ends 31st December. However, it has to be taken and used by the end of December 2021. Okay? So, now, it's been 1 minute, and if I don't see the other ladies come by, I shall be having a nice short day today because I do feel very tired. Okay, so let's see. Let's give them a minute. So what else do I have to inform you ladies about? So besides the Dragon Taster special and moving to YouTube from next week, what else is there? The thing is, this group that I am creating, as I said, it is only for work at home women entrepreneurs. And it's important because this group of women have self-trust issues. We don't trust ourselves enough. And the problem is as well, women they outnumber men. Women outnumber men in the businesses that they open. The problem is that it's the female-owned businesses that close, that fail faster. And I am convinced there are a few reasons. One, now, since I have a mentor, I can say it's because they don't have a mentor, someone to shepherd them along and show them the way. Two, as I have learned, when you don't, I am learning, businesses only fail for one reason. And this is from my mentor. A poor business plan. Okay? The next reason is, you see all that emotional garbage that we keep toting around, that we don't admit. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. And who are you going to sound off on? Who are you going to talk to about it? You can talk to your friends all you like. However, are they offering you any solutions, or are they just to be talked at? If you don't deal with this as a woman in business, you are going to continue to create the same problems. You can tell yourself and others that I have done this work and I have done this and I know it's fine, but it keeps returning. Think of Oprah Winfrey. Remember, for those of you who follow her or followed her, when she used to talk about weight loss and she lost this gargantuan amount of fat, and then she regained it, and she would do this and she would do that, and it's only in her 50s when I read somewhere in Own magazine, she made the statement that she cannot believe that she still has that issue, and that is when she went to the Weight Watchers program. This is what I'm talking about, you see. We women think that we have dealt with the problem when it is deeper than we believe. And that is what my new group is targeting with a lot of different processes and so on. Okay, so now that I'm finished with that, let's see if anyone else is on, because if no one else is on, I have no problem leaving. Okay, so I think, ladies, that I am going to say this is the end. So it was nice and short and sweet. 25 minutes. This is my last session on Facebook. Find me on YouTube.